Alright, Klaus,
Be
show me your brave heart.
Yeah, Klaus is gonna slowly approach Sereth. He's still trying to keep his posture all stiff and be like, okay, I belong here. I can do this. Hold on. Great. Song, please. Excuse me, Mr. Sereth?
Yes, Klaus, correct? Klaus Lockhide Ethereum.
Just close is enough. I actually have a favor to add.
If it is within my power to appropriately grant it, I will consider it. What do you need?
While we were in the pit, the only thing I could do was run, and it's come to my attention that's pretty much all I can do. I can heal, but only after the fight is done, and during the fight I can only do a little bit of support, and I'd like to do a bit more. Do you know anyone who could teach me how to use a bow?
He looks at you sympathetically. Young man, it is not everyone's job to be a fighter. Even a medic, even a healer, is of great importance. You keep people alive. You've kept them alive. However, I also do understand the need at times to take up arms. However, your order has an oath against violence, does it not?
Okay, Klaus makes a little bit more serious. You do not need. You can use a weapon without causing harm, which is why I was considering a bow. Trick shots, if you know what I mean.
I hope you understand that. Alright, I will say, before I say anything else, I will say this. If one chooses to engage in combat in violence, I believe one must learn to commit. Not to be a madman, not to be bloodthirsty, but one should understand that violence is about inflicting pain onto someone so they cannot do it to someone you care about. Combat and violence is unavoidably messy. That is why I understand it is not for everyone and would not see any shame in choosing a non-violent life. People like myself and your brother, it is our duty to choose violence so that people like your mother do not have to make that choice. That said, if you are committed on this path, and you truly believe that there is a way to wield a bow in a manner to not cause pain or injury or death upon another, there is one name and one name alone that I believe can help you. And it is a name you should probably seek out before she takes her leave.
Klaus quickly blinks and then turns around to... Ah, Rabbit, what's the name?
Clisel has left the room, or here. I assume that you already know who I'm referring to. Lady Clisel is one of the finest archers I have ever seen. He writes something on a piece of paper. This is her address. Let her guards know that I sent you. She and I have a strong working relationship.
Klaus takes
There may or may not be a slight hint of a blush on his face there. I mean, no, there wasn't. Didn't say anything. What was that?
Yeah, Klaus just takes the paper and gives a sort of sly smile. I'll give her your regards. And with that, he runs off! He just runs! He runs past Kun, snatches his arm, he's like, come on, I don't want him to catch up!
Yeah, Kun doesn't even question it, he's just walking. Well, he is questioning it, but he's not questioning it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a power walk.
Indeed. And now, if you do not mind, we will quickly cut back over to Vell, and she has found Horus. There are a fair amount. There are a few guards outside his room. Not the huge amount that I was saying before. That was a bit of a mix-up on my part. But his room is as guarded as it can be without drawing a massive amount of attention to it. Hey Val, make a perception check if you don't mind.
Alright, 27.
Huh. So here's something interesting of note to you. You noted it the last time, but what you find interesting is it's the exact same group of guard. Even when they switch over, it seems to be from a very select pool of people guarding Horus. The same group of people. Even the servants seem to be the same select ones.
Alright, either he trusts them expressly, or there's something fishy going on. I'm going to sneak in and see if he's awake or asleep.
He is... King Horus is asleep.
Very good. Guess it's time for dream diving again.
Is there anyone else in the room?
There are servants. There are two guards and the servant who is basically just dabbing his face and just making sure he's breathing and such.
She's gonna sort of slither in via under the bed. She's gonna be the thing that goes bump in the night.
Yeah, just want to make sure that we don't repeat the thing.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Dream time.
There's something wrong. Where before you saw the images of the dream, his mind is... It is like his mind's eye is closed as much as his physical eyes. You're not really getting anything from him. At least nothing coherent. It feels jumbled and shadowed and blurry, and this isn't like before. This doesn't feel like a proper dream sleep. This feels something else.
Oh dear. Am I able to communicate with him at all? I try and take on the shape of his mother again. Am I able to get through at all? Like, in any way, shape, or form? Am I able to get through this fog?
Putting it into words that we as humans can understand, you could say that there is a jolt, a flicker in the fog when you do that, but aside from that, nothing concrete. This does not feel like a natural sleep.
Alright, I am going to take a chance, and I'm going to call out to him. Horus? Horus, darling?
Within his mind?
Yes.
You hear a weak voice. And the fog, it starts to, the image, there's something forming. It looks like Horus himself, but it is flickering.
Oh, Horus, darling.
Mother.
Come on, it's time to wake up. People are waiting for you.
Hey, could you make a will save, please?
Oh, I was so close to that one. I got an 18. Okay, so
What did
that's 26.
So what did you get in total?
26.
Okay. So, it seems like your words are getting through. It does seem, indeed, like your words are getting through to him. What? Where am I? The image is starting to get a little bit stronger, but it feels almost blurred at the edges. Like it's almost like you are. It feels almost like you are like the image you would get if you were having to squint to focus in on something, and yet it doesn't feel like it is you that are putting in the effort to see the image, but rather the effort is being put into show it, if that makes any sense.
I think I'm getting it. Oh, Horus, darling, you've been asleep for so long. Are you all right? Tell Mommy. I'm worried about you.
I'm tired. So tired.
Oh. When did you start feeling so tired? Maybe we should call the doctor.
Horus, he blinks up. I don't remember. I don't. I remember you. Saw you and then I don't remember. And he blinks and you feel once again it is though the strength in him is leaving.
Oh, Horus, my sweetheart, don't give up. I'll be right here when you need me most.
And so, are you still telling him to wake up?
Yes. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on us.
You feel the dream fade away. And do you want to leave his mind before he wakes up?
On the one hand, I think it would be wise. On the other hand, I don't trust the people around him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hide out under his bed again. Or at least, I'm gonna possess his bed. How about that, actually?
Okay. Make a quick reflex save, then.
21.
Alright, yeah. You just dash in under the bed, and you see Horus awaken, and immediately the servant rushes over to him. My lord, my king! The servant says, moving up to him. He puts a hand on Horus' back. Here, you're exhausted. Here, drink this, the servant says, handing...
The second he says drink this, I'm gonna cast Illusion of War, and I want the shadows, and I'm gonna cast it outside his window, and I want it to make it as obvious as possible that it looks like someone is coming for the king outside.
All right. Yeah. My king. Drink the. And suddenly he sees what looks like a trebuchet, a stone from a trebuchet, flying out the window, and in his start, he leaps back and shattering the tea across the floor. Oh, my king, my sincerest He tilts his head. The king, Horus is looking around the side of it. My apologies, my king. I thought I saw something. Hell, now. Yes, of course, King Horus. He hands Horus a pen and paper. And Horus starts writing something down, hands it over. Do you look at what Horus has written down?
Most definitely.
How long? Few days. A few days, my king. Do not worry, I will inform Lord Merrick that you have awakened, if you so wish. I would also presume that you would like a full report on the events so far. Another writing, do so. Thank you, my king. And with that, he scoops up as much of the tea as he can, and makes an about face out the door. Before we continue with you, however, I would like, if I may, to return to Master Luckerhide. Klaus? You have caught up with Lady Clearsill.
Also, I hate that you named her Clearsill because we have Lady Product named that.
Yeah, here it's a skincare routine.
I know.
Yep.
I know. We have Clearsill in Australia too. Hey, at least I didn't call her L'Oreal. I don't think that would have been worth it.
Lady Olay.
Now that one I don't know. Oh, Olay. I thought you said L.
Yeah, what went through my head was Lady Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't like the Nostalgia Critic, but he does a darn good Nicolas Cage.
Anyway, so yes, you catch up with Lorana.
Did you just change her name?
No, Lorana Clearsill is her full name, so I did not change her name, I was simply addressing her by her first name.
Okay. I almost said Raymond.
Wrong game.
Wrong game! Klaus is gonna speed walk towards her. Hey, excuse me.